Over the past week, I have talked to several people who were having challenges with being able to say no, which is pattern one in my video, 5 people-pleasing patterns and how to heal them. So in this video, I talk specifically about why you can't say no, what to do instead, and how to heal this pattern. So if you would like to watch the full video, I've left a link in the description box below, and I have also added a link which will appear in the top left-hand corner shortly. I hope you find this video helpful.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video. If this is your first time here, you are so welcome here. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here again today. So if you find yourself resonating with some of these people-pleasing patterns, try not to beat yourself up, because so many people have been taught from a very young age to be people pleasers. So know, number one, that you're not alone, and know, number two, that it is learned behavior, which means that number three, you can learn different patterns of behavior and you can learn how to heal this. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. So pattern number one, difficulty saying no even when it inconveniences you. So if this is you, know that number one, you have been trained to take care of the needs of others, which means that your automatic response is going to be yes. But you also know there's that feeling within you that it just doesn't sit right with you. Yet, if you were to say no, you have a belief that you are being selfish. And many times you don't want somebody else to feel bad or have to experience any pain or discomfort or experience any type of hardship, which would inevitably empower them and help them feel stronger within themselves. Saying no doesn't always mean that it's inconvenient for you. Saying no could simply mean that it's not something that you want to do, and that's perfectly okay. You don't have to respond. You don't have to do all of the things that people are asking of you. Just because it's inconvenient, it's okay that it's something that you just don't want to do. But I know that the guilt sets in. So how do you start to heal and to change this pattern? People pleasers have what I call a react response. So their first reaction to a request is automatically to answer with a yes, which means you don't take a pause to consider the request before you respond. It's an automatic response, and maybe you're kind of feeling the pattern here. So to counter this is to practice taking a pause before you respond, rather than just automatically reacting with a yes. So that part takes a little bit of practice. So what do you do when you're taking that breath and taking a pause? Well, you're going to, first of all, contemplate, is this something that I can do in terms of availability, and in terms of, is this something that I know how to do? Can I help with this? And am I available to do it? So do I have the skills to do this? And do I have the availability to do this? And the second thing is this something that I want to do? Now, of course, if your response to both of those is yes, I have the skills and I have the time, and yes, I want to do it, then absolutely the answer is going to be yes. And now you are in your power and you are consciously choosing to do the thing, which is great. But what happens if the answer is no to one or both of those things. How are you going to handle that? This is your healing part. And through this healing part, you come to understand that you are not responsible for everybody else's happiness and well-being and their own healing. You are responsible for your own healing, your own happiness, and your own well-being, and that what you want and what you need matters, and coming to terms with, yeah, you matter as well. You learn to take that pause. So what do you do when you're in that pause state and the answer to both of those is no? Well, here are some things that you can say. Let me get back to you on that. Or I'll let you know closer to the date. You can acknowledge the offer or the invitation and just say, unfortunately, that's not going to work for me. And sometimes, and what works most often, is you can say, I don't feel up to it. And you might get some pushback on that one, but this is where you really need to remind yourself that it is okay to say no. It is okay if other people feel disappointment and they might pout and they might carry on, but it's okay. They will get over it. And often what I find is that when you learn to be empowered with a conscious choice of, yes, I want to do that, or no, that's not going to work for me, you will find that you are being taken advantage of less and less. And that's what happens with people pleasing patterns, is that we find ourselves being taken advantage of. So being able to practice this pause, to contemplate, to be empowered to make a choice. Yes, I want to do this. No, this doesn't work for me. And it takes practice and it takes some healing to really feel within yourself that you matter, and it's okay to let other people be responsible for their own healing, their own happiness, their own well-being. If you like this video, click that like button, subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, share it with anybody else who you feel might benefit from watching it. And until the next video, take good care.